Etsy is one of the biggest global marketplaces for fine art prints. The problem with Etsy is that there's so much competition, it can be really tough to stake your claim and look unique and have people actually get eyeballs on your products. Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 niches that I found where you can actually make sales in the fine art print market. You can make sales on Etsy, and I'm going to show you how. Let's jump in. In this video, I'll be using an online tool called EverBee. If you sign up for the subscription, you get unlimited keyword research niche tools. There's also a free option that has limited keyword research tools. Here, when I type in fine art print, you'll see I get back a search volume of 1,000. Competition is a little under 600,000. The keyword score is pretty bad at 0. However, not many people are going on Etsy and searching for literally fine art print. They're searching for different niches of fine art prints, and I've got 3 niches that'll work. I'll put a link to EverBee in the video description below. Just a heads up, it is an affiliate link. This just means if you purchase the EverBee subscription, I would receive a small commission. I highly recommend using EverBee. It's a really cool tool. It's very easy to use, and I found lots of niches over the years that help me make sales. Niche number 1 is propaganda posters. When I go onto EverBee and I type in propaganda posters, I get back a search volume of 152. That's the monthly number of searches on Etsy. I get the competition is about 7,600. If I do a singular search instead, the search volume is 138 per month. The competition is a little under 8,000. That gives me a keyword score of 20. Now there's also related keyword scores down below. You can actually export this by clicking over here, and that will give you a spreadsheet that you can then look through. Let's jump in and see propaganda posters on Etsy. What's selling? All right, so when you're searching on Etsy, here I've typed in propaganda poster. I'm going up here to all filters, and I've selected physical items, and that removes any digital downloads. So what we're seeing now are physical prints that people are selling, and a lot of them are public domain. They're old military, World War I, World War II propaganda posters. So you want to make sure to grab high quality and then make sure you're putting them on, maybe it's glossy stock, maybe it's a framed print. And I want to show you a couple here. This is a pretty basic historical print. It's $45.20. If I do an 11x7 Glycée, for example, it's $45. That's pretty expensive. However, people are buying it. It's a beautiful print. You'd put it in a frame, for example, and it would look awesome. You can see here reviews for the item, 134. Here's another one. This is a World War I poster, and then, enlist in World War I. We've got great looking thumbnails. We've got 35 inches by 55 inches. It's a flag. That's really large. And you can see here there's 9 shop reviews. We've got propaganda flag has been purchased a couple times. So this is interesting because not only is it the design, it's the size of it. It's a flag in this case, not just strictly a fine art print. Here's the third one. If you're good with Photoshop, you can make your own funny propaganda print. This is one where 2 cats are holding hands. It looks like an old Soviet propaganda poster. In this case, it's $113. And we can see here, people have purchased it. Soviet cat poster, and so on. So if you've got technical talent and you can make a good looking propaganda poster yourself, funny does sell. So does creativity. Well done. Niche number 2 is Jove Decadent. You might have never heard of this term before. When I look it up here on EverBee, you'll see the search volume is less than 20. The competition's only 32. That gives me a keyword score of 120. Have you ever heard of Jove Decadent? Let me show you what this looks like on Etsy. Okay, so this is the original art print. This is called Jove Decadent. It's by an artist named Raymond Casas from 1866 to 1932, and it's a beautiful looking print. So when we go onto Etsy, we can see this comes up now. I've typed in Jove Decadent into the search term. We can see a whole bunch of results come back. There's about 32 sellers that are selling this Jove Decadent print. So you might be saying, well, if they're already selling the print, what's the point in me selling it? So I want to show you how this would work. Here's just the basic print. It's a low cost item, $13.62, although you can certainly go up higher. I've got an $83 item now sitting in my cart, and I can see this is just the print. It's just a baseline poster, and we can see here 41 reviews for this item. However, here's another item. It's the same base image, but they've put a magazine over top of it. Pel and Ploma, 10 cents. They've got some different text sitting over top of it. So you could certainly make a fake or recreate an actual magazine title And you could have that be your fine art print. This is what I do a lot of times with public domain is I will re-engineer it into an original piece of art by adding in text or using some sort of frames or something to make it look different. And you can see down here, we've got reviews for this item 4. So somebody might like the original image, but they'd like something extra to give it some flavor. All right, and here's another one where you can have it on a canvas print. So sometimes fine art prints are framed photos or framed illustrations. Other times they're canvas. Here it is in a triptych. Here it is in a 5 wide. Here it is in one big canvas. They're offering many different looks and feels for this artwork. And we can see here, there's 5 pieces total, and that will get you a really large design for $236. We can see down below reviews for this item 4. So much better in person. I couldn't stop laughing. Beautiful quality. It arrived really well wrapped and protected. So remember, you're not just looking at the design. You want to add the design to a medium. So if you find something like this, where someone is selling just a baseline poster, ask yourself, would it look good on a canvas? Would it look good split? Would it look good on fabric or a rolled up poster? How about a framed print? Don't just think of the design, think of the medium as well. Niche number 3 that sells is Flower Market Paris print. When I go on to EverBee and I type this in, I get a search volume of 175. The competition's a little over 1,800. It gives me a pretty good keyword score of 90. And what I really like about this, well, let me show you in Etsy. Okay, so this is an example of one that's in 7 baskets. It's $40 or up. You can select a larger print and of course the price goes up. This is not technically complicated. It literally says Flower Market at the top. It's got Paris at the bottom. You could make this yourself. It's just an abstract design sitting in the middle. It's a great looking poster. You can see down below, I love the print I received, looks great and it's good quality. People are going to buy this generally speaking because they either like Paris or they like the flowers or they like the color scheme. They're putting it up in things like Airbnb or their bathroom or their house and they're looking at the whole product holistically. Here's another one that's a completely different style of flower. There's white flowers, it says Flower Market, Paris, $42.67, or I can go up to a larger size. Suddenly it jumps up to nearly $100, 11 shop reviews, and we've got different ones. I want to show you this. Fruit market prints. We've got Copenhagen Flower Market, Amsterdam Flower Market. Let me click on Amsterdam Flower Market, for example. It's a similar style print, but it says Amsterdam instead of Paris. So you could scale this up to have tulips, poppies, cherry blossoms, whatever you wanted, all different parts of the world. You can really be creative because it's just a baseline design with some text on it. Here's a third option, beautiful illustration, Flower Market. You'll notice the one before had Flower Market at the top. This one has Flower Market underneath. So you can also move text around. And we can see down below, we've got a whole bunch of shop reviews. We've got a Flower Market print here and a few different styles of print. So pay attention when you look at a highly successful shop. There's other listings down below where people have purchased something and you can click on the actual name of the item that was purchased and you can see what else is selling as well. You can really do a nice drill down, even if it's not related to what you were originally looking for. I really hope you found this walkthrough helpful. There's so much to see. There's so much to do on Etsy. Be creative, be bold, be colorful, and you just might find yourself sitting with some sales. And you deserve it because you're an artist too. Here's another video on how you can supercharge your print-on-demand journey and have some fun doing it. Thanks a lot for watching.